Now, throughout this election cycle, on discussions concerning issues like the deficit and childcare, one group keeps coming up again and again.
What the Wharton School has said is Donald Trump's plan would actually explode the deficit.
You're not going to pay for it with these tariffs. That's just adding another $4,000 on the family and taking less. So not only do they not get the money to pay for that, they're $4,000 in the hole. That's Wharton School. That's his alma mater.
Now, the Penn Wharton budget, which I've got a copy of it somewhere here, is often cited around Washington, and their research is saying both candidates would balloon the deficit. If you're going to balloon something, we better balloon it together. So according to the Wharton lot, the Trump would balloon the deficit by about $5.8 trillion. Now, that is due to tax cuts, which are unfunded, lower corporate taxes, and the like. So he continues to blow it up. And in a sense, and I'm not going to be able to do this because I've never been able to tie a balloon. You'll just have to pretend you can see that there is the deficit as such. However, Vice President Harris is also ballooning the deficit. In her case, it's only 1.2 trillion. Because child tax credit takes part of it, but she's also going to have higher corporate taxes. Which, remember, Donald Trump says he is going to cut corporate taxes. You get the idea. Well, the model says both candidates are leaving the debt burden for future generations. It's just different from one to the other. So, Kent Smetters is the faculty director of the Wharton, Penn Wharton budget model, joins me now. We did our best, sir, with your numbers. The reality is that both sides have used your research for their own purposes, which perhaps and arguably confuses the issue.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, everybody loves to cherry pick our research and decide what part that they want to talk about. But as you pointed out, both candidates are increasing the debt on top of an already exploding debt path. And so basically, our fiscal house is burning down and both candidates are just arguing over the furniture, whereas they really need to step back and really take a much more aggressive stance, whether that's tax increases, spending cuts, or some combination. Something has to be done.
But if they did that, to quote that old saying, if we told people the truth, we couldn't get re-elected. I mean, that's right. Also the political reality. And also, when I look at, and I read some of the report, you're stretching out into 2030, 2035, 30 years down the road, right, when there are so many exogenous events that could happen. Is it fruitful to look that far ahead?
One reason why we do that is because otherwise you really invite a lot of gaming that can happen where you make the first 5-10 years look good by really pushing a lot of costs outside of that window. So part of it's just to reduce that gaming, but also how did we get here? We got here with short-term thinking. And so I agree with you. There's so much that we cannot anticipate, COVID, things like that, but we still want to do our best guess about the secular part that we know about.
If you take your model and you run it ex post facto against previous elections, does your model show the right result? In other words, if you take your model, you put in the last election so we know what the result was and we know what the succeeding years was, does the model hold water?
It certainly did with the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, which was the big one in 2017. We did analysis a year and a half later, and we showed that, in fact, even the short run reaction seemed to tie up very well with the data. So much so that even official scoring agencies, CBO and JCT, they also agreed with our 10-year cost. After the legislation was signed, they did a revision and they came up to our number. We said it was $2 trillion at the time. They said it was 1.5, and then later they agreed. Having said that, obviously we did not anticipate COVID and some of the reaction there. So to do it well, we have to look at these secular trends, and it does seem like it fits very well.
Now, a sense, deficits, I mean, Donald Trump is a great one for saying, you know, deficits, he's been borrowing money, et cetera, et cetera. But you would agree that deficit per spending per se is not necessarily a bad thing, providing it's done for capital or infrastructure investment rather than consumption or ongoing consumption. In other words, paying today's bills. Rachel Reeves in the UK is having exactly that issue with the UK budget next week. When you look at their spending composition, what do you make of it then?
Right. Yes, I mean, so both candidates are not doing essentially what you're suggesting, and that is making these really high rate of return investments with deficit dollars. It's mostly affording current consumption. There are opportunities here. They're not massively scalable, but there are still some opportunities. For example, pre-K education, some public infrastructure, although that tends to get a little inflated a bit. It has to be very selective. So there are certainly opportunities that, in some sense, pay for themselves that way. That's not the current plans.
Kent, it's a fascinating report that you've written, as it always is. I'm grateful, and thank you for giving us a chance to blow up some balloons on the program. I'm very grateful. Thank you, sir.
My pleasure.